Hey everybody, welcome to video 3 of the Guitar Chords 101 video course. In this video we're going to look at intervals on the music staff. Okay, so let's start here with a look at the treble clef. This is the clef that's used to depict notes on the guitar. And this isn't an entire music theory course. I'm not going to get into what every note name is on the staff or anything like that. I'm just going to show you the intervals that we discussed in the last video, so you can get used to seeing what they look like in standard notation. Okay, let's just start with a root note of C here. This also happens to be the middle C on the piano, but it is also the same C that we looked at in the last video. It's that 3rd fret 5th string. It can be played in more spots than that on the guitar, but it does happen to be the 3rd fret 5th string. I'm going to show you these intervals as notes that are to be played at the same time, just like they would be in a chord. And on the staff, they'll be stacked on top of each other. So let's take a look at the minor second interval. It looks like this. And seconds are always easy to spot because they sort of look like a little butterfly on the staff. And take note of the flat symbol here. To make it major second, we just remove that flat symbol. Thirds are pretty easy to spot as well. It's just 2 positions above the root note. This is a minor third here. And to make it major, we just remove that flat symbol just like we did with the second. Here's the perfect fourth. And the way to spot a fourth is you'll notice that if the root note is on a line, the fourth will be on a space. Or if the root is on a space, the fourth will be on a line. This is unlike the thirds, fifths, and sevenths because they're always on the same as the root. If the root's on a line, the third, fifths, and sevenths will be on a line as well. If it's on a space, the thirds, fifths, and sevenths will be on a space as well. So now let's look at the augmented fourth. We're going to add a sharp symbol here. And that same note on the guitar is also the diminished fifth. And you can see that here. And these notes, both of these notes are the same. And they're also that tritone note that we discussed in the last video. And like I just mentioned, the fifth, it's going to be 2 lines or spaces above the root, depending on where the root is. For a C, the perfect fifth is 2 lines above. A sixth is similar to a fourth in that it's going to be on the opposite line or space that the root is on. And here's the minor sixth, which also happens to be an augmented fifth. Then remove the flat symbol and we have a major sixth. In this case, it will be a major third above a perfect fourth. The seventh is 3 lines or spaces above the root, depending on what the root is on. Here's the minor seventh, and then we have the major seventh. And then we finish out with the octave. It's going to be a minor third above the major sixth. So that's just a quick rundown and a summary of how these intervals look on the staff. In the next video, we're going to start getting a little more practical and looking at intervals on the fretboard like we discussed in the last video. So, look forward to talking to you then.